Hello, my friend. Welcome back. Take a moment. Slow down your breathing. Let your body relax. My name is Sam, and this is 15 minutes of slow English. This is a quiet place, a safe place, a place where you can learn English without stress. You don't need to be perfect here. You don't need to understand every word. Just listen. Just follow the sound of my voice. Today I want to talk with you about something very important, something that can change the way you learn English and the way you learn anything. Today's topic is how your brain really learns. Many people believe learning must be hard. They believe pain means progress. But what if learning can be calm? What if it can feel natural? What if you are already learning better than you think? Stay with me. We will explore this together. Slowly. Part 1. Learning is not a machine process. Let me ask you something. When you imagine studying, what do you see? Maybe a desk, a chair, a book, silence. Many people think this is the right way to learn, but your brain is not a machine. It is alive. It changes every day. It grows with experience. Think about how you learned as a child. You didn't read grammar books. You didn't memorize rules. You watched. You listened. You copied. You made mistakes. And little by little, you learned to speak. That natural learning ability is still inside you. The problem is not that learning is hard. The problem is that we often use the wrong methods. Your brain loves stories. It loves movement. It loves meaning. When learning feels boring or painful, it's often a sign that your brain wants a different approach. And that is good news. Part 2. Why changing places helps memory. Here is something simple but powerful. The place where you study matters. If you always study in the same room, your brain connects the information to that place. It's like saying, this knowledge belongs here. But if you change places, your brain builds more connections, more links, more paths. Let me give you an example. Today you listen to English in your bedroom. Tomorrow you listen while sitting in the kitchen. Another day you listen while walking outside. Same English, different places. Now your brain connects the language to many situations. And later when you need English, your brain can find it more easily. I often do this myself. Sometimes I listen to podcasts while making coffee. Sometimes while walking. Sometimes while resting. The words stay with me longer. So don't lock learning in one space. Let learning move with you. Part 3. Forgetting means your brain is working. Many learners feel frustrated when they forget. They say, I learned this yesterday. Why did I forget? But forgetting is not failure. Forgetting is normal. Your brain cannot keep everything forever. So it chooses. When you forget something and try to remember it again, your brain becomes stronger. This effort is important. Think of memory like a path in a forest. The more you walk on it, the clearer it becomes. When you review information after time passes, you walk that path again. This is why spaced repetition works so well. Not too much at once. but little by little. So don't be angry with yourself when you forget. Smile, review, and continue. Part 4. Mixing topics creates deeper learning. Many people study one thing for a long time. Grammar for 1 hour, vocabulary for another hour. It feels organized. It feels comfortable. But comfort is not always the best teacher. Your brain learns deeply when it must choose, when it must think. For example, study grammar for 15 minutes, then vocabulary for 15 minutes, then listening or speaking. Later, return to grammar. Now your brain is working harder. It is connecting ideas. This kind of learning feels slower, but it lasts longer. If learning feels a little difficult, that often means your brain is growing. Part 5. Sleep is part of studying. Let me say this clearly. Sleep is not wasted time. Sleep is learning time. While you sleep, your brain organizes information. It strengthens memories. It connects ideas. Have you ever gone to bed confused and woke up with clarity? That's your brain working quietly at night. Short breaks also help. Study for a while, then stop, breathe, stretch. When you return, your mind is fresher. So don't feel guilty for resting. Rest is not stopping. Rest is preparing. Part 6. Testing yourself builds memory. Many learners are afraid of tests, but testing is not punishment. Testing is training. When you try to remember something, even if you fail, your brain becomes stronger. This is called retrieval practice. For example, after listening to this episode, try to say one idea you remember. Just one. That effort matters more than listening again. Flashcards, small quizzes, self-questions. These tools turn learning into action. Part 7. The quiet power of small breaks. We are often told to avoid distractions, but small breaks can help the brain. When you step away from a problem, your brain keeps working in the background. That's why ideas often come during a walk or a shower. If you feel tired or stuck, change your activity. Stand up, move, look outside. Balance is important. Part 8. Learning without effort. Not all learning feels like studying. Sometimes learning is passive. You hear language. You notice patterns. You absorb sounds. This is very powerful for English. When you listen to English while cooking, or walking, or resting, your brain is learning rhythm and pronunciation. No stress, no pressure. This is why slow podcasts are effective. You are learning right now, even if you feel relaxed. Part 9. Why mistakes help you grow. Many learners are afraid of mistakes. They think mistakes mean they are bad at English. But mistakes are teachers. When you make a mistake and correct it, your brain pays attention. It remembers the correction better. Mistakes also build confidence. They show you that you are trying. Every fluent speaker was once a beginner. Mistakes are not the opposite of success. They are part of it. Conclusion: learning gently, learning well. Let's review together. Learning is not about suffering. It is about understanding your brain. Your brain learns through curiosity, variety, forgetting and remembering, mixing topics, sleep and rest, testing, gentle breaks, passive listening, mistakes. When you work with your brain, learning becomes lighter and more natural. So be patient. Be kind to yourself. You are doing better than you think. Thank you for spending this time with me. My name is Sam, and this was 15 minutes of slow English. Keep listening, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself. See you next time.